One of the biggest challenges we run into in any business is being able to make time for our marketing activities. The challenge is you're always busy in your business, you're always serving customers, you're always in production. When do you find the time to do marketing? How do you keep it original? How do you keep it fresh? My first job out of school was in a factory. Our factory was one that made grease and oils, and we were taught a process from start to finish. We made sure that every time we made a batch of grease or oil, we did the same steps from start to finish. We'd have a standard operating procedure, a list of ingredients, and a step-by-step guide on how to do it so that it was consistent every time. We then went on a bit further and we learned the concept of Six Sigma, which is also lean manufacturing, and how Toyota does production. And we looked at every step in production and found ways to streamline it. So in other words, to make it shorter and get us to the end result quicker. Also to save costs. The biggest lesson I learned from that was to have a standard process, which means that you can get from point A to point B and get a job done cheaper, faster, and easier. Now, often we'll look at creative marketing and you have to create content and it has to be original and it has to be fresh. But at what expense? Are you going to wait until it's perfect, or you have all the time in the world to make this fantastic video or this fantastic blog that is always fresh and always attracting new customers? Or are you able to say, how can I take this activity and standardize it so that I can do it every week and improve the quality as I go along? A tool that is used in construction is called a jig. That means that if you're going to produce the same number of something over and over again, you would need a tool to help you keep it consistent. So a jig or a mold allows you, for example, let's say you are making bricks. You have a mold for that brick. You pour the clay in, leave it, it'll dry. You pop the brick out and you have a consistent size, quality, weight brick. That means that you can produce 100,000 of these bricks and they'll be just as awesome as the first one, or the 10,000th one, or the 50,000th, or 129,000th brick. Being able to make a routine or a jig or a procedure that helps you produce marketing content will mean that you can do it faster. So how would we go about doing this? What you do is you set up a routine. What I do for my clients is we have a standard rolling week. We have particular posts that go out on certain days. That means that every week we know exactly what's going to happen. Week in and week out for the whole month, we know far in advance what we're going to post. Yes, in this schedule, we plan for testing and new stuff. But for the most part, we look at what works and then double down on it. Knowing this means we can produce our content in batches. Let's say, for example, we're going to film a video. We schedule 2 hours and set aside that time to film 4 or 5 videos. That way, the business owner just gets to sit for 2 hours and forget about it. Then I go ahead and I sit for another 2-3 hours and I edit that video. At the end of this, we spent 5 hours for something that could have taken you 15. Of course, there's always content that falls outside of routine. This kind of content doesn't need to be highly produced. If it's someone's birthday and you want to celebrate it on your social media, whip out your phone and snap a photo of them, or take a quick video of the team celebrating that person's birthday, and then post it just like that. Marketing your business shouldn't be difficult. You should be able to take what you do because you probably love it and communicate that to your customers. If you plan it well, even the most basic resources mean you can put together really good marketing content and put that out there without taking up too much time. The easiest way to set this up is to identify what you want to achieve for that month. What content will get you there? Plan to produce that content, then publish it. At the end of that month, you review what worked and what didn't work, change what you need to, and go through the process again. Time should not be an excuse for not marketing your business. If you'd like some help planning or producing content to market your business, click the link below and book a Zoom call with me. Take an opportunity to elevate your business content above what everyone else is doing. My name is Donovan, and I am Mediaholic Marketing.